Hey, cyber gangsters. So I wanted to do a video, even though we weren't required to, on uh, Junior Lesson 14, Scoping in the Cloud. And it's video of Boyd. It's kind of like a real world scenario example of how scoping looks like, what the conversation can be like. Um, this was insightful because it sounds like it's real world application of PCI compliancy, and I think that's beneficial for us, right? So I just wanted to share some observations that I picked up from this. And one, it sounds so. One of the things I notice um, from the bat is there's a lot of people on the call, and I'm assuming these are a lot of experts within the organization that Boyd is helping out, and so that means that there's not just a singular person that you're dealing with, but that there's multiple people. Throughout the course of the conversation, there was a lot of, I won't say hesitance, but maybe good checks and balances, right? So there was no individual who was able to say, we can do this and move forward, but there was an individual who was trying to push to make sure that almost like a team, like kind of gathering everybody to go into the right direction. He was not wanting to kind of settle and just leave the conversation or the meeting the way it was. He was trying to, like, let's go in this direction. This is what we need to get done. So whoever needs to be in that line to get it done. And he even offered himself up as someone who's like, I'm willing to do it. I just want to make sure that we're moving in that direction. And so there was a lot of clarification with Boyd Chicken to make sure that the direction they were going to was what he wanted. But even before that, actually, let me back up a little before that. Um, Boyd is kind of sharing his, they're asking questions if they're compliant or not, and they're describing the environment to him. What there's a non PCI compliant network, and then there's a PCI compliant network, and so he is answering their questions about it. And the second thing I notice is, or want to mention, is that he speaks with authority, but it's a very controlled strength authority, right? So he gets asked some questions. He takes a moment to kind of think about it, and then he responds. But he responds in a way where it's very adamant, like he's the expert, obviously. And so when they're asking him for uh, approval, sign off, moving forward, however way you want to say that, he's owning it. And so that really helps me to make sure to know that when I'm in those rooms, when I'm in those meetings, when I'm behind those closed doors or whatnot, that, you know, I will be the expert. I have to be the expert. I have to be the one that signs off and says yes, and speak with that same authority. And it reminds me of going back to the authority mindset, which we've been doing. So that was noticeable also. The third thing that I noticed was Boyd was very, and this might sound, I don't mean this to be in a bad way, Boyd was pretty silent at times, which I appreciate because to me, it makes me think that when I when I have to speak a lot, there's opportunity for me to kind of either get jumbled up or miss what people are asking or saying. And so while there was a lot of internal conversation going on about their compliancy and the direction they want to move in, it was nice hearing or not hearing Boyd trying to chime in a lot and direct the meeting and stuff, because I know that's a habit, or not a habit, but that could be a danger of mine. I recognize that early, that I want to fix things and make things right, and so I need to remember that in this path that I'm going in, as an ISA, I am here to uh, I'm not here to direct and manage. I'm here to verify and then and approve. And so seeing him behave that way makes me feel good in the perception that I have as a PCI DSS analyst or ISA, basically going moving into this direction. So anyhow, I just wanted to share some of that, and those were my observations. Thanks.